Hey guys, long time no see. Today's quick review is about another Sanrenmu multi-tool, and this one is like the Sanrenmu 7116. Another typical Sanrenmu multi-tool. Blade length, it's about the same thing that we're used to, which is about like 6.5 to 7 centimeters. So there's things that I like about this knife and things that I don't like. Let's start first with the things that I like. I like the blade shape. The handle is okay, pretty comfortable for a multi-tool. I like the steel, 12C27, which is a good steel for budget multi-tool. So here's then the blade. I don't know if you want to call that like some kind of harpoon or drop point, but anyway, very nice size blade for a multi-tool. So that's one of them. Then you have here the typical Sanrenmu saw, a bit of a different shape than we're used to, but it's basically the same thing. Liner lock. The saws from the Sanrenmu multi-tool are usually pretty good, so no complaint there. Here's the typical seat belt cutter and Phillips screwdriver. Then we have here one in the middle, which is like a small file. I don't know if it's very useful or not, but anyway, it's there. And a very small flat screwdriver. And then the last one is like the larger flat screwdriver and bottle opener. And we have here a glass breaker on the end. And what else? That's about it. So the tool on itself is pretty good. Oh, of course, the reason why I bought this multi-tool, the main reason is because it has an extra feature that the other ones don't have, which is basically a bit driver. So here there's a slot for a bit driver, and the multi-tool comes with basically an adapter here. Like these two pieces create the adapter for basically these 4 bits. So there is a small flat screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, and basically T6 and T8, which can be very useful, like for disassembling the other knives, for example, because most of the knives have T6 and T8 screwdrivers. And this package comes in a fairly nice nylon pouch, actually pretty well made. So it's pretty good, and there you can see a slot here for the knife, and then a second slot for the bits on this side. And on the other side, basically, it's a snap sheath or pouch, which is very good. I kind of like. And here is just the box it comes in. So that's basically it for the things that I like about it. Now here's the things that I don't like, and basically there's mainly one. When I looked at the pictures on Gearbest, basically if you look at it, I automatically assumed that I saw a flipper, that it was a liner lock knife, and it is not. It is a slip joint. So the saw is a liner lock, but the main blade is a slip joint. That alone, if I would have noticed that, I wouldn't have purchased the knife. It's just because first I prefer to have like locking blades, and the second reason is the flippers from Sanrenmu that I've had in the past that are slip joints, they just don't flip. And this one is no exception whatsoever. It's exactly the same thing. So it's pretty much impossible to flip it with the flipper. It's extremely hard, like it's hard to push, and once you push it, you can see the blade just comes this way. So you can you know, like if you do a big wrist action, I'm sure I can open it. Let's see if I can do it in camera. Okay, well, basically if you shake your hand hard enough, you'll be able to open it. But that's not the point of this flipper. This flipper just mainly acts as a finger guard, so your hand doesn't slip. It's not a flipper whatsoever. Can see, right? I'm not disengaging it. I'm not disengaging anything. It's a slip joint. Second thing I don't like is the thumb studs. They're here, but you just cannot. It's impossible to deploy the blade by the thumb studs. You just can't do it. Like it's extremely uncomfortable. It's sharp, and it's basically not meant to deploy the blade. It requires a tremendous amount of effort to do that. So the way I look at it, the way to open this blade is, you know, you exercise the flipper first to open it halfway, and then you finish it with the thumb stud. That's about it. So that's something I really don't like about this knife. I would have really loved this knife if it would have been liner lock, similar to the previous multi-tool model from Sanrenmu that I reviewed before. This one here, Okay, well, it's not a very good flipper, but at least it flips all done. And the model of this one, you can check my previous review, is the 1798, which is a liner lock, and this one just flips well. If you you preload the flipper, it just flips every time. So they would have made this knife in the same way with a liner lock. I would have been very happy with it. But if you don't mind the slip joints and you like the style of the knife, I mean, it's recommended. The quality is there. The saw is a good saw, the tools are okay, the sheath is very good, and the extra, let's say, bit drivers can be very useful, and it's a nice touch. It's just I personally don't like the slip joints, especially with a flipper. It just doesn't work well, right? So you basically, and it's not even easy to actuate. It's quite hard, and then it goes halfway and you finish it with the thumb stud. So again, recommended if you don't mind a slip joint for the main blade, and you don't mind like doing a two-step to open the blade 1, 2 like this. If you're okay with that, then I have no problem recommending this knife. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Bye.